would be the belly of the beast. Oh boy. Oh boy. Hello again, skunkmunkee here, and today in the lands of Zankar episode AC3, what are we doing? Well, I am standing on the blue head of the dragon. Yes, I am. And I hope to be finishing this episode standing on a blue-headed dragon, but not right here. Wow, I'm like centered between his eyes. We want it to be over. Let's see. There. Oh, I was close. I was so close. So it is time to start constructing the blue dragon, and as you guys may remember, the blue dragon is going to be a water dragon, and this is going to be the cave that he is going to be coming out of. And this is where he came from, is the river, because he's a blue dragon. I don't know. So we... that one hurt. That one hurt a little bit there. Okay, so we are not going to flood this yet. I want to build it first and then flood it. So the first things first, as always, I've got my dirt. We are going to construct the, just the frame, the skeleton kind of the blue dragon. Yes, it's a blue dragon, and I'm trying to figure out what I want. Now, he's going to have legs, but I'm not sure. I'm thinking, here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that his feet, his front claws are like right here. So here's front claws, and that means, his body is going to be coming out of the hole. And then his head will be looking that way, maybe up here. So he's kind of like, coming right out of the hole like that. So I'm going to put some dirt down, and I'll be right back, and hopefully it'll look good. I think I've got it ready to go. The dirt dragon is kind of in place here, and I had to switch. This dirt is where his belly, underside of his neck would be, and I had to switch it right here because that right there was the top of the neck, and I couldn't really do the top very easily going under there. So this would be, well, actually, no, that's kind of like the bottom of the head, but that's the top of the neck going down to the bottom of the neck. But here we have the front legs coming down in here. This would be the belly of the beast. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. And then this would be the tail going back here, and then its legs, its hind legs are going to be just kind of outstretched behind it because it's been swimming through here and it doesn't have room enough to pull them up. Once it crawls out with its front legs and pushes with its back legs, then it'll be able to extend them. But for right now, they're just back here. So I think it's good to go. I think it is. Let me see. What materials do I have here? Because I grabbed some materials to use for this build. And I try to pattern them somewhat after the blue dragon that's over there, but also just bluey things. So we've got our blue concrete, cyan concrete, light blue concrete, lapis lazuli blocks, light blue wool. These are more for the head. Also, I thought maybe the packed ice would look good as the belly, although you're really not going to see the belly all that much. I'll probably do it anyway because it'll look cool coming up the front here. We'll have some lights, then some black core, yes, different glasses and stuff. Okay, so I think we're ready to get going. I guess we'll do this in a nice time lapse and cue the music. some reason at this point in the build, it always just looks like a giant worm sticking out of the ground. I guess they are kind of lizard-like, which makes them look like a snake without a leg, or snake without legs. A snake with legs, so this is just the snake part before we put the legs on. So yeah, that's looking pretty good though. I am enjoying the way it's turning out. It's a little bit more complicated than the rest of it because it's kind of twisting and turning as it comes out, but I think it's coming along nicely with the packed ice belly with the sea lanterns, and I really like the way that the colors are back here because it just kind of mimics the waves of the ocean. This may have to get tucked in just a little bit right here and pushed out some right there. I think that might look better if we did that. So let's just take this out here, put it there and there. How's that look? Does that look better? Let's take a little flight around. Oop, that's a carrot. We don't want to fly with carrots. Yeah, I think that'll look better. That looks better. Okay, good. All right, so now it is time to move on to the legs. And the interesting thing about this dragon is it's not going to have any wings, like I mentioned before. So there aren't going to be any wings to fold up and put in here. But we're going to do the legs, and the legs are actually going to have some sort of fins attached to them. So I think that is going to, it's going to look nice. I think that'll look nice. So yeah, let's get on with that. The legs are now done. It got really cramped down in there, and I forgot to put it on the recording, but I added some kind of like, it's kind of like a wing, but it's more like just a membrane that goes from their arm to their body to act kind of like a fin. Also, they got a little bit of fin on the back of, he's got a little bit of fin. He's got a little bit of fin right here on the back of his, actually, you know what, it would probably look better if it was there. So that is just a way that you can get around the water faster. So I think that is it for the legs. And yeah, he's really pushed himself. Actually, you know what? We probably need something right there maybe. Yeah, it's looking a little bit thin. Let's add a little bit there. And then it is time to get going on the head. And hopefully the head turns out nicely. I've got to make sure I've got everything for it, and then we'll hit one more time lapse and get the head done. The head is now completed and looking quite menacing, if I do say so myself. Ready to just swallow you up. Yeah, it's really cool. I like it. And yeah, this blue dragon is really turning up awesome. If you guys notice, I put light blue terracotta in here. I thought that was gonna look good. I didn't like it. It ended up being a little too purple, so I switched back to the cyan that was in the original design, and I think that works really well. I'm not quite done though. I think the head is spawn proof. The legs are not, so I'm going to have to add some carpet there. But also, I want to add in some sort of a fin back here, coming down the back, probably right in this area. A big old dorsal fin that's sticking out. And yeah, so I'm going to do a couple little things right here, and then we should be done with the build. I do believe everything has now been lit up. There should be no mobs spawning on the blue dragon, and the beautiful dorsal fin is now in, and it's looking wonderful. But there is one thing that I forgot I need to do. This isn't water yet. This whole cave needs to be filled with water, and I'm not sure how long it's going to take. Hopefully not a long time. I think I'm going to I think I'm going to need some buckets. So I'm going to get some buckets. I'm going to fill this thing with water, and hopefully it turns out pretty nice. Be right back. And just like that, it is complete. And I'll take you guys through this way. I did end up lighting up the cave because I didn't want... Well, squids are one thing to spawn, but we had a ton of drowned in here, and I'm like, you know what, we really don't want that. So here is the nice underwater cave, and all of a sudden it gets very clogged with this dragon. Oh, I forgot, I don't have a respiration on that. So, and there he is. He's climbing out of the hole, and there's his face, looking very majestic. Now, a few of these, they had used the wrench, but the wrench isn't working right now, so we're going to have to figure out what's going on with that. But other than that, it's looking pretty cool. So now we have the yellow dragon, we have the green dragon, we have the blue dragon, and the purple dragon. Only one dragon left, and we are nowhere near ready for that red one. But it is going to look very cool. Very excited about doing that. Unfortunately, though, this is all the time that I have for today. But if you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like, consider subscribing, turn on those notifications. You can follow me on Twitter. You can join my Discord channel. I hope to see you guys in the next Lands of Zankar. Until next time.